Hello, everyone. Welcome back to, now, Kentucky Route to Zero. As I may have mentioned, for anybody who wasn't here earlier, the plan is to finish this one up, and then we are going to move on to Pathologic 3, and then after that we'll be moving on to Scarlet Hollow. But I felt that rather than splitting multiple games at the same time, cohesion was better. And so as such, I'm going to be resuming us back into Kentucky Route here, because we're nearing the end of that. I believe this is the episode where we are subjected to a mandatory Theremin performance. Not every aspect of Kentucky Route Zero do I agree with. I think it's a beautiful game. See that? Just looks like a swirling mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. I don't know why trash seems to collect right there, of all the spots around the lake. It's always been that way. Everyone just navigates around it like it was an island or something. Look closely, you can see some wood scraps from the old canoe rental shop. Gemini Canoe and Firewood. The place was run by twin sisters Cassie and, Paula, I think? This was years ago. Hear the game being a little loud. They used to rent out canoes to tourists, campers, pilgrims, folks like that. They must have had some kind of deal with the distillery. You'd always see a couple of Hard Times boys posted up on the dock peddling small bottles to their customers. Theremin? Well, I'll have to catch that later because I'm off to dinner as well. Thanks for being here, all the same, Pexus Bad Spider. Always appreciate your presence. Hope you have a lovely dinner. Cassie and Paula worked those old canoes to death, wrung every penny out of them. They'd only take one out of commission when it was truly, demonstrably dangerous, and you couldn't get a refund unless your boat was visibly taken on water. The side business in Firewood was a stroke of minor genius. Yeah, this cluttered place makes a decent local museum. It's as good a history as I could ever tell. We arrived at a small houseboat neighborhood that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents, where Clara was scheduled that night to perform. Junebug and Johnny watched the show from the dockyard with the others. A neighborhood. Oh. I remember this. I told you Yeah, you don't have to say it. Only because it's always true. She played at the flower shop Cyrano opened. He was having trouble with his tape machine, so he just droned out on the lap steel. He got real into it. He went on for like forever. Everyone was falling asleep. If there's a Theremin, is there a Theramax? I really want to hear the Theramax. That's one of the ones where you flip it on, hit the thing, and then just all the windows blow out instantly. Not everyone. I remember the air was warm, perfumed. You were playing with some petals you found on the floor, and I was looking at the ceiling. I remember the ceiling glass. During the week, that room was a greenhouse. I don't know where they put all the plants when they had it bands in. Maybe outside, if the weather was nice? It was nice that night, warm. It smelled a little spring. It smelled like spring. I returned with my dinner, steamed dumplings. Ooh, good. I am a firm believer that the dumpling is the ideal food form. I remember their folding chairs. So uncomfortable, but I guess it was their only option. They had to pack everything up during the week so there'd be room to display the flowers. The tape stuff sounds good. That kid's doing a good job. Yep, he's a natural-born tape player. So, we were talking about him earlier at the gas station. Sure, I haven't forgotten, Cricket. Cool, yeah, I know. And what do you think about Ezra traveling with us for a while? We were in the back, just watching Cyrano. Cyrano was really getting into it. It's fun to watch his eyebrows when he plays. They're very expressive, but they don't match his music at all. Like he's channeling one feeling into his guitar and diverting everything else out through his eyebrows. I watched for a while before I noticed you'd left to wander. Of course I followed. If I sound hesitant or something, it's just... When I met you, when we met, we were nothing. Just these little gray shadows, and we grew and filled in but we did all that together. Ezra, sure, he's just a kid, but he's already a person. What would that do to our system, our chemistry? We took a wrong turn in the hallway and ended up in the basement. I remember the air was cool and damp, like a cave. I remember the lingering perfume of the greenhouse giving way to an earthy plant smell, like we were digging down into the roots. A grimy door in the corner caught my eye. I remember the door was stuck. There was a large gap underneath it. You forced the door. It wasn't as stuck as we thought. The door burst open and we fell through. Hey, I got the masters for the new record back from Lazar. They're okay, but What? You listen to them without me? You were at the pet shop. I didn't think I could tear you free. Oh. Okay. Anyway, there are a few spots where the strings distorted a little, and the whole thing has way too much reverb, but overall it sounds pretty good. The new drum machine fits right into the mix. Nice. The only question is how to do it live. I can't control the drum machine and sing and dance at the same time, and you've got your hands full of the guitar. We left the lights off. We felt around in the dark, careful to keep one hand on the wall so we weren't totally adrift in the darkness. I remember tripping over something. I guess we'll never know what, and stumbling. And you caught me. After a few minutes, we found ourselves back in the basement. We got back to the greenhouse just as Clara was tuning up. She relaxed her shoulders, took a deep breath, raised both hands into their precise positions, and the room started shaking. Clara hit a note that made the glass rattle in sympathy, a perfect 2 octaves lower. She looked like a sorceress, tearing down the building with an effortless wave and incredible focus, coaxing the empty air into some kind of moaning, rattling demon. That's the thing about the theremin. It's the only instrument you never touch. You could see a wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse. People looking up at the trembling glass ceiling, looking at each other to see if anyone else was worried, trying to catch Clara's eye to discern if she was doing it on purpose or not. if she were really trying to bury us all in glass. Theremins are so cool. Yeah, they're really cool as devices. As musical instruments, they're wildly hit or miss, I find. But they're extremely cool nonetheless. So how do you think we'll swing that, playing the drum machine live? We'll figure something out. Maybe I glue it to the back of your keytar. Oh yeah, or swap the buttons out for foot pedals. Or put the drums on tape beforehand like Cyrano does. Yeah. I guess we have a lot of options. Life is full of possibilities, Cricket. Yes, ma'am. It was a tense 5 minutes. We, the audience, alternated between fearing for our lives and lamenting hers that could have given her the kind of emotional experience to play this devastating song. Then slowly, gently, Clara's hands came to rest. The theremin went quiet, the glass stopped rattling, and the room relaxed, unharmed. Theremins. Johnny wants to adopt a child. I met a photographer once. I mean, one in particular. She even took my portrait. I can't imagine why. She said it would immortalize me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant I'd never be forgotten. As she was disembarking, not far from here, actually, the film fell out of her bag and was borne away by the current. I was working on deck at the time. She shot me a sad, apologetic glance, but I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. Act 4, Scene 11. Silo of Late Reflections. What's this place like? Dogwood Drive. It's in a small town, or... I really don't know. I've got the manifest, and the old man had his truck here. Lizette's Antiques, mail order delivery, no return address, shipping address 5 Dogwood Drive, packing list, and then it's just numbers. I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he was supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I will have to find a bus or a train to get on to Nashville by evening. Well, they have buses everywhere, right? Or hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now, only... How are we gonna get it up those stairs? That's quite a staircase. There's no way to get this truck up those stairs, is there? Not with that attitude. No, there isn't. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot. I don't even know what's in there. What if it's too much to carry? Nah, we've been loading and unloading gear since the stars were young. We're our own roadies, right? We've got expertise. All right, Cricket. Let's get this delivery packed and tied into bundles. We're hiking it upstairs. What's in there? Antiques, I guess. Antiques? Yeah, antiques are... It's like junk, but people will pay for it. Ow! Sorry, I guess you'll be taking the bus after all. It's okay. It will be an adventure. Shannon sighs and stretches. Tired? Don't worry, lady. We're almost there. Yeah, I don't think you can get the truck up those. Mind you, carrying the stuff up here only seems feasible due to the fact that we have 2 androids with us. End of Act 4. Yeah, I knew we were real close to Act 4. Un pueblo de nada. The town of nothing, I believe? Is Pueblo town? I'm not late, am I? Who is this person? Late for... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Maya. Right! The traveling artist, welcome. I'm Emily. I am work here. Great. Rita says you're the producer? Oh, did she? I guess so. I do a little bit of everything. Yeah, I know the feeling. You weren't around earlier at the lunch thing. No, I don't live in town. I just come into work on the station. Really? That's quite a hike, isn't it? I know some shortcuts. Oh, okay. We'd better get started. You look busy. No, it's okay. I think we're about ready to start the broadcast. Oh, should I go sit down? Not just yet. Rita does a little intro. Got it, okay. Quite a crowd in here. Really? There's like 7 or 8 of us, I think? Yeah, well, for this town, I've barely seen anyone all day. Oh, yeah, ghost town. Yeah, kinda. Okay, I'll check if Rita's ready. You can just hang out back here somewhere. We'll let you know when it's time to come on set. Great, thanks for having me. You too. I mean, you know what I mean. Why am I so awkward with visitors here? Just used to seeing the same 12 people day in and day out, I guess. Oh right, Cyrano's here to help with the weather report. That should be cool. Elmo gets a lot more into it when he has some noise to vibe on. At least the floor is staying dry. My left boot has a hole. The video data bank. It used to be on the other side of the room and the couch was in this corner. We moved it here where the ceiling is least leaky. It's further from the windows too, so sunlight doesn't bleach the labels. So much of archiving is just playing hide and seek with the weather. Keep up the good work, Mo. Oh, James left a patch wired onto the image processor. Nice. Maybe there'll be time to play with it after the show. Time to start the show. Okay, ready when you are. How does it look outside? Gross. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Saturn is in retrograde. What does that even mean? Yup. Think it'll let up? I guess we'll see what Elmo says. My poor tomatoes. Okay, in 3, 2... Hi, it's Rita. This is the evening broadcast 8192. Wow, it's really raining out there. Damn, I can hear it from here. We have a few leaks. Put some pots and bowls underneath them. Thanks, Ron, for lending us your extra pots and bowls. I hope you had a good day despite the weather, although it was really nice earlier, right? I had a good day today. I met a new friend. She's gonna join us in about a minute or so. Maybe you saw her earlier around lunch, or if you didn't meet her, then you'll meet her in a minute. Or if you met her already, you can still want to hang out. I'm sure there's plenty we can talk about. Wow, so this is 8192. Is that right, Emily? What is she talking about? That's a lot of broadcasts. I came in around the 5s? So I've only been around for half of them? And back then in the 5s, let's see, I did Night Noise, and we had the Swap Show and the Bird Show, and people were just coming in and dropping off tapes all the time, and now it's just the evening broadcast. But it's not like, I'm not saying we're in decline or anything like that. I love the evening broadcast. I think it was the first show we ever had on here. It was the first show not produced by the power company. It was the first community show, yeah. Those empty humming shots of trees and glowing-eyed animals. Before that, it was just security footage from the woods. Yeah, so it's the spine of the station. Maybe it's the heart. Or is it the skin? What part of the WEVP body do you think this is? Why don't you come on by and tell us about it? We're gonna be here for another 30 minutes or so. Or if you don't want to brave the storm, you can always give us a call. Same number as always, 270-216-5556. Okay, we're gonna start with a tape. This is an old one. It's one of mine, but maybe you haven't seen it. Or if you've seen it, it's been a while, so maybe you've forgotten. Shit. What? Jasmine Gilbert tape on Pueblo de Nada. Where is it? I don't know. It's probably still shelved. I'll find it. Ron silently mouths, thank you. Rita's tape should be on the shelf back here. Emily scans the shelf of videotapes. Maybe it's still in a stack? Emily rotates a few tapes piled on top of the shelf, inspecting the labels. No, that would be too easy. We should put this all in chronological order. Although I guess it's hard to remember sometimes the order of things. And some of these tapes were made at the same time, or we started on one video and then started another in the middle, and then came back later, and time is out of joint. It's like sweeping a beach. Oh, wait a minute. Something fell behind the shelf here. Emily pulls a grimy tape case from behind the shelf. Gross, it's damp. She opens the case. It's empty. Ralph borrowed it for his screening, so it's probably with the others. Here. Aunt Connie reframed. Bear Waste studies death of an airfield. Un pueblo de nada. Ah! What would you all do without me? I'll cue up Rita's tape now. Here you go, Mo. Hold off on playing this until Rita's done setting it up. Thanks, babe. Some people that lived here a long time ago. Before the company town, before the airstrip, like over 100 years ago. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Ready, Emily? The sign isn't getting wet. Sherry just repainted it. I wonder what Maya thinks of the dog. This is cool. Have you seen it before? I should say something nice. Yeah, it's something else. You don't sound convinced. It's not a bad way to learn about history, though. She did a lot of research for this tape. The people of nothing. People. Pueblo's people. We still have a few of those worn-out notebooks they left. I guess that guy from the university took a rest. What did he say he was working on? Oh, right. The Archive of Utopian Thought. Some big preservation project, I guess. So now the people of nothing are on a shelf somewhere, and here, on this tape. It is history, right? Or is it just a story? It seems kind of sad now. I guess it's a kind of memorial. Those are always sad. A memorial to the people who used to live here. Or is there even a difference? Although now the tape is just here, on a shelf. Every once in a while we dust it off and it shuffles around the airwaves again. Like an old dog. Sorry, did I say something wrong? Oh no, I'm sorry. I just have some weird shit going on my head tonight, you know what I mean? Sure, it's okay. Sorry I spaced out. Don't worry about it. You should... Oh, should I go sit? Yeah, it's almost over. Next up is Maya's interview. So, where are you staying tonight? Here in town. Oh, good! Yeah! Even before the storm came in, I thought it'd be nice to get some rest. Even before the storm came in, I thought it'd be nice to get some rest before the long hike back to the highway. Ron offered his loft? What? He said I could sleep in his loft. Oh, honey, he's talking about his barn. Ron, nobody wants to sleep in your barn. Ron shrugs. It's not haunted. But it is haunted. Bob got some pretty clear voices there on his tape recorder. He wanted to have a seance, but couldn't round up enough brave souls to go all the way around the table. You'll stay at my place. Oh, thanks. With that storm coming, I should probably find somewhere to stay out here tonight. Maybe I'll just sleep here in the studio. Do you need anything? Actually, do you have an extra toothbrush? It'd be nice to sleep under the stars. I think I do, actually, yeah. Oh my god, I've been in the woods, you know. Right. I actually used a twig this morning. I kind of chewed up one end. No stars tonight, though. I've done that! Really? I'm disappointed. I thought I invented it. Even better, you can chew on some pine needles. It really freshens your breath. I mean, it's not perfect, but... Wow, that's roughing it. Just close your eyes and pretend, I guess. Right, exactly. And even then, it's just not the same as real toothpaste. What the hell are they talking about? Emily waves to Rita. Oh, okay. Hi, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, that was from, like, it's several years old. I can't remember exactly. I enjoyed it very much. Oh, thank you, Maya. What's next? I brought in a tape. Oh, okay. You good? All queued up. I'm gonna check on the boys. What the hell are they doing? Ben and Bob are seated on the couch, poking at the electronic innards of a radio. So then it won't mute while it scans between stations. Okay, because that's where they live, right? No. You just want that constant static noise. Right, the noise, that's where they live. They don't live anywhere, dude. They're ghosts. Okay. Why does it matter where you tune the radio? It's like the soil in your garden. You need rich soil, right? Mashed up, rotted leaves and that stuff, like compost. Oh, hey, Em. How's the show? Just a normal night. Good. Always fun to have a guest. Some for the shut-ins. A few old folks who never leave their homes. Like the frog lady. I've never seen inside her home, but Ron says she's up to several hundred frogs at least. They used to just live in her bathtub. Then someone saw her collecting old sinks and basins from abandoned houses. That's our little town. Stragglers, weirdos, and ghost hunters. The radio crackles as it scans rapidly across the spectrum. Snippets of voices mix with colored noise and unfamiliar interference patterns. Do you hear that? That was definitely a voice from beyond the grave. Sounded like, I clearly heard dogwood in there. Yeah, it kind of sounded more like frogwood to me. What the hell is frogwood? Man, I don't tell the ghost what to say. Did you hear that, Emily? I didn't hear anything. Best to be honest. I didn't hear a voice at all. I guess it doesn't matter. The ghost voices don't really come out until you play back the recording later. They only exist in recordings, like a copy without the original. A mirror reflecting something that isn't in the room. Weird. Like a vampire. Wait, no, that's backwards. A vampire has no reflection. Yeah, vampires are pretty mundane by comparison. They're just a mashup of creepy things we already knew about. Cannibalism, hypnotism, mist, bats. Yeah, I see bats every night. Bats aren't weird at all. Ghosts, though. We need a whole new framework to think about ghosts. So the ghosts speak and we can't hear it, but the tape recorder can hear it. That right? I don't know. Oh, I got them flipped again. Sometimes I think it's more like the recording itself is ghost. Like, that's what ghosts are. Recordings of events that didn't happen. When something keeps leaving new marks even after it's gone. False memories. Okay, so Ron, anything you want to tell us about that tape? Everything on that tape was wild. Everything? Really? Wild stuff indeed. Even the horses? Everything on that tape was wild. I used to tell everyone about this donut shop in Sonora. Donut party. I told everyone they had amazing crullers, trying to convince them to stop there with me anytime we were in the area. But the reason it stuck in my head was the name. I just thought it was funny. Were the horses wild? I thought those were the horses here. Oh, the neighbors? We call the horses here the neighbors. No, I didn't recognize that one. One morning, on the way back from a late gig, just as the sun was coming up, Ben and Bob and I found ourselves on 65 by the Sonora exit at prime donut eating hours, so we stopped by. I don't think there are any wild horses anymore. Really? How could that be? Oh, well, they have all been domesticated. Are the neighbors domesticated? We don't own them. No, they're, feral? It wasn't called Donut Party, it was just called Donuts. I said I thought they changed the name, but why? And then I noticed there was a party supply store across the street. The donuts weren't even very good. But the weird part is I still fantasize about stopping by the real Donut Party some morning and having one of those amazing crawlers. In fact, the desire has only grown more intense. Oh, right. In your documentary, you said that the people who used to live here had freed their horses. Exactly, but you can free a pet cat, but it won't turn back into a panther. Right. That's kind of haunting. A kind of ghost, like Ben was saying. But everything's a ghost around here these days. It's a ghost town with people still living in it against all reason. Most of the houses are empty. There's always been people here. After the Pueblo de Nada, the community airstrip, then the company town, then WEVP. What about the dogs?
Oh, yeah, Ron. Was the dog wild?
Everything on that tape was wild. Somehow, just as the last group dies out, some new utopian project always finds a way to take hold. What is it about this place? It must be the well.
It didn't look wild to me.
I guess it's a matter of perspective.
I'm not sure I agree, but now it's time for the weather. Thanks again, Ron.
We're hanging on long past our expiration date.
Well, the weather should be pretty wild. I can hear it for myself right now.
Yeah, getting pretty intense out there. Do you get storms like this a lot?
More and more.
Right, of course. And then, of course, there's the actual ghost.
All right, here's Elmo with the weather report, and lucky us, we also have Cyrano Cole, who stopped by to add some drama. Musically, I hear he's going to be at the Rum Colony later tonight, if you need a cocktail after the show. So let's get live to Elmo for the weather report.
Oh, is Elmo ready? We should make sure the camera's pointed in the right direction. Elmo and Cyrano are killing this weather report. Hey. Hey. This is so trippy. How did he work out those ratios of oil, water, and dyes? It seems so precise the way he drips them in, one little half drop at a time. Must have been a lot of trial and error, just staring at a circle of light on the wall. Drip, drip, drip. Where do you get your supplies, Elmo? Ben has a guy in... Oh, wait. You mean the projection stuff? I mail order these candle dyes. This other stuff is just mineral oil like you can get at the drugstore. The projector, somebody just left it here, man. Incredible. Actually, it was the girl who does the private video stuff. You know, jamming our signal. Weaver. Yeah, our resident ghost. Ghost, huh? You really think she's dead? Doesn't matter. Of course it matters. You can't leave a ghost behind until you die, right? Well, that's one way to do it, but have you ever missed someone so bad you felt like they were haunting you? Or been in a relationship with someone where it feels like their ex-lover is always in the room? I see what you mean. Hey, you think she'll get to us tonight? It's about time, right? He's right, we're about due. Plus, Saturn's in retrograde. So I hear. Not that she keeps a strict schedule, but it's never longer than a month or two between, what does Mimi call them? I know they're bad for the general vibe around here, but can I be honest? Emily nods in mock gravity. I kinda like it when she busts in and takes over our signal. It's like a log falling on the road. Reminds you that this all used to be trees. Interventions, that's what Mimi calls it. How does she do it? Her performances were cool, though. I never saw her, perform, but I heard about it. Oh yeah, I saw her do it a few times. I was into it. For a while, we thought she had a tower somewhere, but she's even jamming the local cable transmissions. She did lectures, right? Yeah, you could say that. I thought of them as storytelling sessions. She talked for hours and shuffled through slide after slide of shapes, numbers, weird constellations. Who knows what any of it meant? Ralph and Sherry went and checked every cable in town for, what would they call it? And this was her projector. Right. I don't know where she got it, though. It still works really well. I got a spare bulb at a resale shop, but I haven't had to use it yet.
Taps, splices, injection sites, places where Weaver would be overriding our signal. They didn't find anything. It's a mystery. That's why it bothers people so much. But to me, it just makes it more dignified somehow. What happened to the rest of her stuff?
I bet her slides are still here in the studio. Maybe with the posters? Sherry has all Weaver's old notebooks, I know that. She keeps them in her archive, you know, the big blue filing cabinet.
With the daisies painted on it.
Yeah. Anyway, the real hard part is to find these two pieces of glass. They have to be paired very precisely. I had to get these from the clock store over in Glasgow. That's where they come from, clock faces.
Thanks for the tips, dude.
Anytime, dude.
Back to you, Rita. Thanks, Elmo and Cyrano. So next we have a selection from the video data bank. You're gonna like this one, Maya. This one's about caves. Ooh. Yeah, local caves. We play this one a lot. It's pretty cool.
Telephone rings.
Oh, but we have a phone call. Should we get to it now or should we wait? We'll get to it now. Okay.
Rita presses a button on the telephone next to her.
Hello, WEVP.
This guy's like one of the only voiced lines in this. Can you say I was gonna tell you to say hi to Maya and Ron, but Maya and Ron, you could probably hear me. Hey Maya, hey Ron. I don't know if anybody got my last message I left on the voicemail. I was talking about the raccoons that keep eating my garbage. I named one. I've been watching them eat my garbage, just saying, should I go out there? I tapped on the window and they would just look at me. Hope you all back to lunch. It sounds like this is going to be a long one. And I said maybe, you remember there was this movie with the Circle of Life? I said maybe this is the Circle of Life for my garbage. And I was watching so much, I started naming them. I started with one of them first, Bumbles, because he was a bit of a bumbler with the garbage. Yeah, it should be okay if I wander around a bit.
Hey, babe.
Oh, hi, Dashel.
Hey, babe.
Slow-mo crow, a caw and a rattle.
Did you know Weaver?
Reassuring rattle.
Oh, really? Did you ever see her lectures? Or was she nice to you?
A couple of clicks and a coo.
Well, that's good to hear.
The producer is here.
You make her sound so normal. Talk to anyone else and it's...
Oh, buddy. You have been blessed. Come here, bud. Yeah, bud. Alley-oop. Alley-oop. Oh, you're not. He feasts. The void devours all.
One of our little mysteries, like the out-of-towner.
Slow-mo crow snaps.
Oh, really? Did you know him well?
5 or 6 snaps and 2 long coos.
Wow, I had no idea.
A few coos, each more playful than the last.
So who do you think did it?
A snap and then a coo. Of course, I hadn't considered that possibility.
What a waste.
Sad. Well, have fun. I'm gonna see if Joff is done. A single playful call. Ha! It's a very strange piece of glass, and I can't tell if it's like part of an industrial thing or if it like fell from a spaceship maybe, or if it's worth anything. Again, I'd love to come by to the studio if you'll have me. I could bring this by and we can talk about it, or I could wash it in your sink at least, because I do have to figure out the water thing. But I don't know where to go, because where do you go if it's a P.O. box? Where do you go? They don't have their number. Again, it's like those, I keep pressing 0 and it doesn't work, and I don't. Oh shit, the line's dead. The phone lines are a mess up here. Hello? Was that the storm? Or was it the damn phone lines? Man, they're really flaky. Ugh, business as usual. He really has a soothing voice. That's Joff. He's a regular caller. He's asleep. Maya indicates Ron, who has fallen asleep in his chair. Oh, well, let him sleep. Okay, well, let's play the tape. This is cave art. It's a classic around here. I'm excited. Looks like Mo's got this one all queued up. Way to go, Mo. I should let Maya enjoy the tape. So if Weaver is a ghost by some agreed-upon definition and mechanics, that means WEVP-TV is haunted. Should we be doing something about that? Aren't you supposed to, like, have an exorcism or something? I mean, you can't just leave a place haunted. That would be negligence. I'd miss her, though. I guess there are good ghosts and bad ghosts. Like spiders, good in the garden, bad in the shower. A loud crashing noise from outside wakes Ron up. What the hell? What was that? I'll check it out. Yikes. Should we go help? Oh no, oh, the tape is over. What did you think? That was great. Yeah, I like that one. That sounded pretty close. Oh no, is the power out or just the lights? I don't know. I'll take a look. Maybe a fuse blew or a relay or something. Some scared rat chewed a wire. Abandoned ship? Just kidding. Guess I'll take a look around and see if anything's smoking. How are you holding up? I know you hate the dark. They're still picking away at their project in the dark as the storm bears down on us. So what else is new? That's this whole town just whistling along on its way to the grave. Lightning flashes in the dark make it look like a slideshow out there. My summer vacation in the ghost town. Is that No, of course not. I guess it's up to me to figure out what's going on here. Poor thing, she's soaked. Are you having trouble with... Oh, I spoke too soon. I thought your power was out. Yeah, it just came back on. Weird. Good, though. You made it in this storm. Oh, I'd never miss the evening broadcast. To be honest, it's the only time I get to share my work. Nikki is still carrying a torch for the out-of-towner. Sure, of course. That's great. What happened with the power? That was weird, right? The power? Oh, it seems like a normal kind of thing to happen in a storm. Yeah, you're right. I just have this eerie feeling tonight. Well, you know, Saturn is in retrograde, right? It sure is. Well, ready to go. Ready. Now we enter the cultural section of tonight's program. Did you fix it? Just came back on its own. I'll take a second for the equipment to warm back up, and then we'll be on the air again. Spooky! It's a disaster out there. The neighbor's barn is basically underwater. Wow, so just completely... Yeah, just completely flooded. I passed Ron on the way in. He's gonna take a look and see if there's anything he can do. Will they be okay?
Ron knows what he's doing. He used to be a firefighter.
It's a little bit different, though, right?
I guess.
Nikki hands some wet paper towels to Rita.
Oh, thanks.
Nikki pulls a journal out of her jacket pocket.
I brought my work.
Oh, good. Nikki reads a poetry. It's a weekly feature of our broadcast.
Oh, great. I look forward to hearing it.
Yeah, I just hope that we can keep going. We lost power a little while before, right?
Better get started then.
To the camera, reading.
To the out-of-towner. What eagle flew you to your final bed? It was not men who brought you there to sleep. The men who left you bloodied then and fled had chosen mud and muddy watered creek. Did wild turkeys gobble dote and care and wipe the moss beneath your eyelids clear? Did cardinals pull the twigs out from your hair and wash your hands and feet and trim your beard? When wood ducks dressed you in your resting gown, and pigeons fashioned shoes from leaves and bark, who then sewed flowers in a burial crown? The one who made your headdress was a hawk. The men who broke your body, where were they? The vultures stayed home on your funeral day.
Emily, look at the monitor!
Dude, be quiet. We're live right now.
No, we're not. Look. That's not our broadcast. Damn, there she is. Elmo was right.
What's wrong?
It's her. Weaver.
Oh, really? Tonight?
Sorry about this, Maya. What's going on?
Local prankster. She jams our signal every once in a while, whenever the stars align.
Prankster? Not the word I would use. Damn. So, what do you do about it?
Just wait till she's done. We've never been able to stop her from jamming us. We don't even know how she does it. We should be back on in a minute, though. Don't worry.
And that's Un Pueblo de Nada. And honestly, that's perfect timing. As always, I want to thank you all for being here on this fine day. I am going to, as usual, for a lot of Thursdays, kick y'all on over to Folk and Myth. They're a lovely actual play tabletop role-playing group. Absolutely worth your time. Very often, friend of the show, Ava is over on there. I don't know if she's on this one. But... Oh, are they not live anymore? No, they are live. I don't know if she's on this one. I can't remember, but she is often over there. You're not on this one, no. You're on tomorrow. Yes, that's right. Check them out tomorrow, but check them out now too. They're all good, all the same. Fantastic group of people over there and performers. Gonna kick y'all on over to that one. As always, I wanted to say thank you for sticking around and hanging out. I'm glad we got to finish a game today. We got to get Pathologic done. We're nearing the end of Kentucky Route here, and yeah, with that, I think I will have say good night to all of y'all, and I hope you have a lovely Thursday afternoon. Please enjoy, and I will see you all next week. Bye. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.